Hey Ezra, what's up, dude? Nicholas here. Thank you so much for booking this call. Sorry you weren't able to make it. No biggie. I'm gonna still do a rundown of the numbers for you, and I just want you to see everything for yourself, so you can get a feel for how the campaign went. I will get a list of all of your leads compiled and resent to you as well for review, um, so you can have all those fresh and in front of you. All right, so I'm going to do a screen share and I'm going to have my assistant send this to you as soon as we're done. So let's get rocking and rolling. Okay, so here's your campaign, and it really did it did very average numerically. I know you mentioned something about the quality of the leads, um, but I see things from like a number standpoint mainly, right? I do these meetings probably 2, 3 times a day. We probably have 50 clients a week. So I get to see these results all the time. The only thing that was a bummer on yours was the leads on the cold calling. Only 5 leads on 3,200 dials is definitely a little short. So I'm not really sure where that came from necessarily. I do know that generally the hotter parts of the market we start in, the lesser the results. So if I was to guess, and just feel free to correct me or shoot me an email if I'm wrong, but this may have been like the more popular parts of Harrisburg is would be my guess. We ran another campaign for Robertson, I believe his name was, and he got like 14 leads. I think just on his first 1,000 dials, like that was crazy. I'm not sure if he picked a totally different market or a totally different area, but generally that's what we see. Now that was just cold calling. Now on cold calling, things were below average. Um, so 5 leads on 3,200 dials. We weren't averaging 1 lead per 500 dials. I do like to see at least 1 lead, maybe 2 per 500 dials, to really feel good about the results. So, you definitely are below that. So the cold calling was kind of crap. But what happened was it was saved by the text messaging. The text messaging was very fruitful. I did look through a couple of the leads. I know that you mentioned lead quality. Um, some of those things is just what we come across, especially on texting, right? Texting has the highest probability of being an ugly lead, because the texting's not very validated. It's like they could just it's very easy for them to lie, you know, lack of a better term. When they're on the phone with us and they're having a conversation, the truth comes much easier, although there is still a level of lying or whatever that occurs, or not truth telling that happens. It's much harder to do that over the phone. So text messaging, people can start off a little tougher. They can start off a little firmer. I still recommend calling every lead. I just want to let you know that no matter what they say, no matter what happens, especially I think you're in construction, calling every lead, hey, any repairs? Do you want to sell? I mean, you offer everything. So, my advice to you was no matter what these people say, is that you just try to get in their world. Look, I'm a contractor, I'm a flipper, I'm an investor. I'm just here to help, right? I think that'll be a great vibe for you to put off. But so the texting leads, 12 leads on 1,200 texts. That's amazing. I'll be honest with you. We average about 1 to 2 leads per 500, which means that the average client would have gotten 2.5 leads, maybe 3, and you got 12 on the text messaging, which is really good. So your market is clearly responding very well to text messaging. And I think that that's a great sign. Now, I mentioned text messaging does require additional sifting, but very inexpensive, very worth it. This package was 1,200 bucks, but it's because we did everything. We pulled the list, we skip traced it, we cold called everybody, and we text messaged everybody, right? Now, if you just did text messaging, 1,283 text messages, that's like 140 bucks. Okay. Now That doesn't include the list or the skip. Let's say we did, 2,000 records pulled and skipped. That'd be $200. Let's say you did 2,000 text messages, somewhere around there. That'd be another $200. So a little less than $400, and you could have gotten just 12 leads. So maybe moving forward, we try either a text messaging approach only if you want to stay in these markets, because these zip codes specifically seem to be responding better to text. Or if you wanted to pivot into the less popular area, if these are the harder markets, I would maybe stick with cold calling. And then have the cold calling stick if you can go into slower markets. If you're already in slow markets, I would either go to foreign callers or no cold calling and just text messaging. But that's my total breakdown, brother. I just wanted to give that to you. Overall, 17 leads on $1,275 is really pretty good. I know that you mentioned lead quality. No leads come hot off the press wanting to sell for 50 cents on the dollar, and I'm not saying that you're expecting that, but you're not here for us to really chat about it just yet. You can call me later or tomorrow. I think I have more time tomorrow if you want to chat about this as well. But a lot of these leads, cold calling and texting specifically, really need like a relationship chiseled out with them, like regardless of the notes. You know what I mean? Very rarely, I always say like 1 in 20 is probably like the perfect note, right? The other 19 are ugly notes that we then have to decipher or overcome. I hope this helped answered any questions for you. Feel free to give me a shout. I see you just jumped in the chat, so I'm gonna let you in. Hey
Hey
Ezra,
Nick,
what's up,
how's it
dude?
going?
It's going good, man. How
Not
are
too
you?
much. I'm good, thank you. I am
Good.
on my phone here. I have my laptop here. Let me see if I can get connected
You're
on there.
good.
I
You're good. I
run
do have
running
a.
late.
No, you're good. I did what I normally do, and this is what I did for you. So I'd like to do this if that's cool. Is I just filmed an entire breakdown of your whole campaign. Okay.
Yeah,
And what I'd like to do is I'll have my VA send you the breakdown. Okay. And then if you want, just email back and we can set up a time to go over the phone. But I just did a whole video chat. You see how the screen's still sharing and stuff? I just
yeah,
I just did a whole breakdown. So if it's, and I have a call starting in a couple minutes. If it's cool with
yeah,
you, we'll send you the breakdown and then we'll hop on the phone tomorrow or Wednesday, the latest. And then you can hit me with any questions that come up after you watch the video. Is that okay?
yeah. That'll be fine. As long like I know your service would work. I just haven't found the lead yet, and one lead will pay for the entire service.
Yeah.
So like it's like I'd love to find a lead because I've been getting organic leads. As you could tell, I wholesaled 3 deals in the past like 2 months, and I never wholesaled deals, but people have been bringing me deals that I didn't want to buy, and I wouldn't turn them down. So I just went and sold them. So like
Yeah.
I see that they're lucrative, right? $1,200 on a $12,000, is nothing
Yeah. It
for a
would be
$12,000.
right.
So
Yeah.
like, if I can get one lead out of it, I'd
Why
love
don't
that. Or one closing lead.
why don't we do this? Why don't we jump on, if it's okay with you, like a 1 hour Zoom call? Okay. Rather than like,
Yeah,
because these little ones are just 15 minutes for me to cover these things for you. But why don't we jump
yeah,
on a 1 hour Zoom call and let's take a look at the leads we got you, and let's take a look at the a process you can create as well. So that way we can help get you closer to your goals. But what I'll do is I'll have my team send you this recording and a link to a 1 hour to book a 1 hour call with me. Okay. And
yeah,
it'll be a Zoom call, and then we'll go over the leads I sent you, and we'll create a dope ass process for future leads as well. Cause I think I've got a great process for you to follow on leads as well. I just want to teach you that process too. Um,
yeah.
and I think that they'll both help.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Rock and roll, man. But yeah, I got you covered, Ezra. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, appreciate it, Nick. Have a good one.
You too, man. I'll see you.
Yep, bye.
Okay, Brenzi, if you could just remember to send him this recording and send him the
Mhm.
link as well to book
Okay,
that
Nick.
call with me. All right,
Yes,
thank you
Nick.
so much. All right, I'll see you.
Okay, thank you.